Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, a little girl found the most beautiful creature even seen. She lived with her mother in a certain village, a humble and very cozy village. Her mother was very proud of her and loved her too. Her grandmother made a gift Red Hood and treated her so well that everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood. The little girl was the most beautiful present for them. One morning, Little Red Riding Hood's mother made some cakes and said, "Go daughter, bring these rich pastries to your grandmother and watch after her because few days ago I heard that she was sick and few weeks ago she still remained the same." Red Riding Hood went to visit her grandmother, who lived in another house. As she passed to the forest, a wolf watched her from afar. It had bad intentions with her because it was hungry and wanted to eat her. As she walked, a wolf was waiting by a tree, but it had to walk with her with, with daring to something because some good cutters were working near the forest. Then he asked, "Red Riding Hood, where are you going?" She knew said of things, and who didn't know that it was dangerous to talk with wolves, said, "I am going to visit my grandmother, and I took a small detail. Does she live far away?" The wolf asked to the Red Riding Hood. She replied, "Yes, my grandmother's house is beyond that meat you see there, the ranch of the town." The wolf said goodbye to her and left. He had thought that the house was near, and this decided to get forward before Little Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood walked, entertaining with the butterflies and picking flowers to make a bouquet for her grandmother. And the wolf and the wolf and the wolf ran and ran so fast that it took the shortest road. Suddenly, the wolf came to the house of the woman, and it knocked, it knocked, and it knocked. The old woman listened and answered, "Who is there?" The wolf answered, "Your granddaughter, Little Red Riding Hood," changing his voice. "I broke out the tile. My mom said it." The grandmother was so sick she couldn't get out of bed and told Red Riding Hood to push open the door and enter. But Wolf entered the house and approached the old woman. She was excited because she did not expect this visit, but suddenly the wolf pounced on the woman and ate in seconds. For more than 2 days it had not eaten. Then the wolf closed the door and into the grandmother's bed. Seconds later, Red Riding Hood came to the house and he knocked on the door saying, "Grandmother, are you there?" The wolf, changing grandmother's voice, answered, "Dear, enter the house." Little Red Riding Hood was afraid to enter because she listened to grandmother, the wolf, hoarsely, but then she entered, then left to the gift on the table and sat on the bed. She was surprised to see her grandmother and said, "What big arms you have, grandmother." And she answered, "These are to embrace better." "Oh, what big ears you have, grandma." And she said, "These are to listen better." "Oh, what big eyes you have, grandma." And she said, "These are to look better." And "Oh, what big teeth you have, grandma." And she said, Dessert to eat, and saying these words, the wolf jumped on the Red Riding Hood and ate her. Little Red Riding Hood was scared because she had never been inside the belly wolf, and she thought for a moment that her grandmother had died. She was asking help, and when suddenly a lumberjack heard the screams, he entered the house and took out to the Red Riding Hood and her grandmother from the belly the wolves. Finally, the good cutters wanted to give a lesson of the wolf. Then they filled this belly with stones. When the wolf woke up, it was so full that it couldn't talk, and it began to roll down all the wild farms and back to the forest. So Red Riding Hood and grandmother lived very happy. Thank you.